And starts now.
Good evening, I'm Justin Betty. Today is December 1st, and after a long year, many people are eager to get into the holiday spirit. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson introduces us to some neighbors in Rhinelander who are helping people do just that.
There are tons of lighting displays around the Northwoods, but for the one on Forest Lane in Rhinelander, make sure you have your windows rolled down.
Two neighbors passionate about Christmas.
We both love decorating, so it wasn't tough to just keep putting more out and more out.
All coming from generations behind.
I have always been decorating because, like her, my parents go big at Christmas time and decorate, so that's where I got it from.
But this alliance began when Louise Wells moved next door to Glenda A. Strike.
These fine folks decided to move in, so we each at Christmas time both love decorating, so we started doing it, and it was just more, okay, Louise has this out, we better get some more out.
What started as a friendly competition turned into a musical collaboration.
When we got our music system, we just thought it'd be really neat to kind of hook it together and just make one big scene that people could see.
And of course, here. It's free entertainment for anyone who passes by, but the neighbors' electricity bills do take a hit.
To keep the blow-ups going all the time or thing, it's probably a good maybe 40 or 50. It's not that much over.
Leah Van Zyl from the Wisconsin Public Service says it can vary from person to person.
Holiday lighting can impact your energy bill. It really depends on the number of lights that you decide to string up and if you have any additional displays outside or in your house.
Van Zyl recommends using the WPS online holiday lighting calculator to see how much certain lights would cost. But back at home, the only thing the two neighbors are concerned about is making next year bigger and brighter, with some new competition coming soon.
Once I get my house, I can beat them.
I doubt it.
In Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson, Newswatch 12.
All right, Jeff, so folks have their decorations up. You notice not much snow on the ground yet.
No, last year today there was a foot of snow on the ground in Rhinelander. This year, not so much, and we're going to build temperatures tomorrow and melt whatever snow is out there. Highs today hit 33 in Rhinelander, 33 also for Tomahawk, 34 for Arbor Vitae. So a cool day, but temperatures are at where they're supposed to be this time of year, but not so much right now. It's cooling off quickly, as you can see. 15 in Rhinelander, 13 Tomahawk, 16 Medford. We'll have low temperatures just like last night, upper single digits to low teens for lows tonight. All because the clouds have gone poof, they're out of here, right? Lots of clear skies out there now. This time of year, a light wind means cold temperatures for us. We'll get better tomorrow, though, with temperatures back in the upper 30s. Your forecast tonight, though, is clear and cool with low temperatures down near 12. Your full forecast is coming up. Justin.
Thank you, Jeff. Today, Wisconsin set a new record for most COVID-19 deaths reported in a single day as the number of new cases in the state continues to fall. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services reports 107 new deaths today. We know Oneida County announced 5 last night. That's likely included in that total. Forest County announced another COVID death today. Across the state, DHS also reports just over 4,000 new cases today. That's right on our 7-day average, which has been coming down. In our 12-county north central Wisconsin region, DHS reports 179 people in the hospital with COVID-19. That's a slight increase from yesterday. They say 33 of those people are in the ICU. A Pfizer plant in Pleasant Prairie, southern Wisconsin, will be used to ship and store a COVID-19 vaccine once it arrives in the Badger State. Organizers say this distribution center between Chicago and Milwaukee will be used as vaccines are shipped all across the country. 2 vaccines are now hoping to get FDA approval within a matter of weeks, if not days. Pfizer and Moderna are both seeking emergency use authorization for their COVID-19 vaccines. Today, Wisconsin Assembly Speaker Robin Vos presented a package of bills designed to address the COVID-19 pandemic in Wisconsin. This comes after Governor Evers introduced his own legislation proposal about 2 weeks ago. Among the ideas in this Republican plan are the creation of a $100 million state relief fund, the option for a weekly rapid antigen test, that's a fast COVID test for use at home for people, and a plan to allow family members to visit nursing homes again under certain circumstances, as well as a proposal to prevent employers from requiring their employees get a COVID vaccine. Full plan is available online if you're interested. COVID-19 may be the most pressing pandemic the U.S. is facing right now, but today is also World AIDS Day. University of Wisconsin health patient and community specialist Chris Chapman is urging folks to not forget that pandemic as well, which has been going on for almost 40 years now.
A lot of people are dealing with a pandemic within a pandemic, So I think it's important that people understand that HIV still affects many people, both in our local community, statewide, worldwide, you name it.
If you want to learn more about HIV/AIDS and how you can help, you can go to hiv.gov. President Donald Trump has now officially filed a lawsuit here in Wisconsin seeking to disqualify more than 220,000 ballots cast in the presidential election this year. Joe Biden, of course, won the state following the recent recount by nearly 21,000 votes. The biggest chunk of votes being challenged, about 170,000 of them, are in-person absentee, the early voting. The Trump campaign is arguing that people should have had to sign a request to get an absentee ballot before voting in person in Dane and Milwaukee County, saying signing at the end is not enough, regardless of state law. The state's highest court also is considering whether to hear two other lawsuits filed by conservatives seeking to invalidate ballots. The numbers are in for the number of deer harvested during Wisconsin's gun deer season this year. According to the DNR, 188,712 deer were harvested across the state. That includes both bucks and does. They also report preliminary figures showing the number of hunters out this year rose compared to each of the last 2 years. Female hunters, women, remain the largest growing hunting demographic, up 12% from last year. As of now, the DNR Bureau of Law Enforcement also reports 9 firearm-involved injuries and 1 death during the 2020 9-day gun deer season. That includes 1 incident in Marathon County. Now that gun deer season is over, the Raptor Education Group in Anago is asking hunters to bring in their deer hearts to help feed the raptors, things like owls and eagles. The center sees an average of about 100 eagles a year. This year, so far, they've taken in over 1,000 patients. And after a year of not having many donations or fundraising opportunities, thanks to COVID-19, donating deer hearts, they say, helps them save money, which they can then use for other things. And organizers say it's also helpful for the raptors to get familiar with the types of meat they would eat in the wild once released.
Many of those are meat-eating patients. They, live on game that they hunt, and so it's really nice that hunters can, also help to get them back on their wings, so to speak, and by utilizing some of the meat that they're not going to use anyway.
There are a handful of places where hunters can drop off unwanted deer hearts. The center recommends going to their website to find the location nearest you. The gray wolf is set to come off the endangered species list next year, which means the state will soon have more control over how to handle them. Newswatch 12's Zach White attended a virtual conference today to discuss how they should be handled.
Wisconsin's Green Fire supports the conservation legacy of Wisconsin.
When the gray wolf is removed from the federal endangered species list in 2021, management will fall to the state of Wisconsin.
Wildlife management is and has been one of our core focal issues.
Wisconsin's Green Fire Executive Director Fred Clark recommends steps for state management.
We believe that it's one that all Wisconsin citizens can justifiably be proud of.
An Opportunities Now 2021 to 2023 report.
Perhaps the first time in over 100 years, we have the opportunity to set a course for a more stable coexistence between wolves and humans.
Wildlife biologist Adrian Wydeven has studied wolves in Wisconsin for decades and wants a new plan created as well.
Now that's a 21-year-old document, and it's now too old a document to really be guiding our current wolf management. And
while a new management plan is being created, Wisconsin's Green Fire wants the DNR to maintain the current wolf population, which is at a minimum of 900. It also wants the DNR to respect cultural views of the wolf held by Native Americans and incorporate public perception of the species into its management plan. In Rhinelander, Zach White, Newswatch 12.
Today is Giving Tuesday. Many local organizations were encouraging folks to be generous and give back. We'll have more on that in a few minutes. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast next on Newswatch 12 at 10.
Hello, my name is Terry and I'm from Phillips. I used to go on vacations with my wife Gail, but I couldn't go much over 2 hours and I'd have to stop and walk because my lower back would hurt so bad. So after my final treatment at Spinal Aid, I am pain-free and can't imagine the pain and agony that I went through prior to going.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Why choose People's State Bank?
I'm not used to a response from a bank the way that I got from People's. I like to know who I'm working with. I like to have that relationship. To have somebody there with you, it's reassuring. Without the involvement in People's State Bank, I don't know where we would be, but we sure wouldn't be where we're at.
Make People's your choice. Voted Best Bank and Best Mortgage Company in Marathon County. Stop by a location today or visit us online at bankpeoples.com.
Plenty of sunshine today gave temperatures a boost back into the 30s today. Yesterday 20s, 30s today. Tomorrow though, a couple of you are going to go for 40 through the afternoon after highs hit 33 in Rhinelander today. Also in Tomahawk, 34 for Medford, 34 for Mosinee. So this is a hint above what they're supposed to do this time of the year. All right, out there now, though, it's not 30 anymore. Right? It's 15 in Rhinelander, 16 for Medford, 23 Mosinee, 11 in Watersmead. It's cold. We'll have low temperatures tonight in the upper single digits to low teens, just like last night, like tonight before too, with lows tonight in the teens. All right, here we go. The average high temperature is 30, record high being 55, record low 18 below. So that's what the atmosphere can do way back in 1919 with sunset at 4:15 in the afternoon. All right, so around the horn you can see Great Lakes, Midwest, everybody's cool. There is a bit of heat or warmer temperatures trying to form across the Midwest. Those will leave us alone. Tomorrow, though, will be our warmest day of the next bunch with a high near 39, 33 on Thursday, and then kind of hanging out low to mid 30s through into the weekend. We're in a very quiet stretch, like living in San Diego right now, only colder, with no precipitation in the next 7 to 10 day forecast. I know, it's weird. All right, so out there right now, we have lots of clear skies across the area, and there are a couple of clouds across far western Wisconsin. Those will leave us alone tonight, as there's just high pressure out here right now, but we'll get a couple more clouds in here tomorrow afternoon versus today. The big system, though, that's all the snow is right here. This thing's a whopper, bringing 3, 4, 5 inches of rain to these coasts last night, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and snow, a lot of snow on the backside of it. Chagrin Falls, just east of Cleveland, picked up 19.9 inches of snow the last 36 hours. For us, though, high pressure is building in, but look what's happening here. The storm track is going way to the north. Alaska is still getting clobbered. The rest of us, though, we're in this pattern right now where everything is going to the north, everything is going to the south. We're in this happy spot in the middle, happy if you don't like precipitation, as we are dry the next 7 to 10 days around here. Our forecast tonight, though, is mostly clear skies and cold, low temperatures down near 10 or 12 with a calm wind after midnight. For tomorrow, all right, so mostly sunny and warmer, highs reaching for 40, but probably stopping just short with a northwest breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows a lack of precipitation with temperatures in the 30s pretty much as far as the eye can see. Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. Today is Giving Tuesday, kind of the philanthropic answer to Black Friday. And Art Star in Rhinelander hosted a virtual celebration to raise funds while also giving artists a platform to share their talents. Newswatch 12's Cooper Henkel has more.
ArtStart might look pretty quiet from the outside, but Program and Operation Director Ashley McLaughlin will tell you
it's busy.
Giving Tuesday follows the more commercial post-Thanksgiving days with a more community-focused tone, prompting a rally on ArtStart's Facebook page.
It's about sharing and connecting and celebrating individuality and educating through the arts. So we're just kind of using Giving Tuesday as a platform to do that.
Hosting Tuesday's event online was just one part of their post-pandemic adaptations, making sure they can continue with their mission.
The in-person galleries are open by appointment only, so you'll have the whole place to yourself. You could dress down a bit, spend your day quarantined in an art gallery, or maybe even schedule a socially distanced date.
You can shop local from your sofa this weekend.
We've done the holiday market for several years in our galleries, but this year, of course, with COVID, we had to get a little creative in how we would offer that to the community and to our artists.
And ArtStart isn't letting the pandemic or the cold weather slow them down.
There's always more coming.
Whether that's their upcoming artist receptions, collaborating to promote local musicians.
We're having our virtual concert series coming out. I believe that's scheduled for January.
Helping out the community.
As the physical agent of the community garden, which is a new initiative out at the Nicolay College Field.
Or finishing up an outdoor classroom.
The artists will create the pieces that they'll be installing this winter, and we'll be installing it next spring.
In Rhinelander, Cooper Henkel, Newswatch 12.
Sports is next. Some high school hoops highlights in just a few minutes. Plus, the Packers make a move to potentially strengthen their receiving core. Details ahead.
Here's an anonymous note. Rest in peace to all the famous people we know about who died from drug and alcohol abuse. Who's next? You? A family member? You can stop this kind of death in its tracks. Call the Drug and Alcohol Detox and Treatment Helpline now for help. If you have insurance, we can put you or a loved one in a program to eliminate the drugs and alcohol in 7 to 30 days. Change your life now. Rest in peace. Every singer or movie star who died from drug or alcohol abuse. An overdose or death from alcohol does not have to be in your life today. Learn how to eliminate drugs and alcohol from your life. Call the Drug and Alcohol Detox and Treatment Helpline now for a free chat with an experienced counselor.
Call 866-899-3865. That's 866-899-3865.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's biggest sale ever and receive free carpet installation along with an additional $300, $600, or even $1,000 of savings on all flooring products and sale prices. That's right, free carpet installation and an additional savings of up to $1,000 on top of the sale prices. See why contractors and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs.
Our prices will floor you.
Coach LaFleur, welcome to the Cellcom call center. Every customer service call is answered right here, and we strive to answer on the first or second ring with no holding.
Oh, wait, say that again?
No holding?
No holding?
No holding.
Hey, Bakhtiari, did you hear that?
Yeah, got it. No holding. Yeah, no, I can help you out with that.
With Cellcom, you can always get in touch with live local customer service reps. Cellcom, clarity in a cloudy world.
Coming up on your Wednesday, we'll talk to the owner of a local Christmas tree farm ahead of the holiday season.
Plus, a really nice day today will be even beat by tomorrow with high temperatures getting to about 40 degrees in some areas and plenty of sunshine.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Sports Watch 12 starts now.
I'll be honest, I'm gonna miss the fall sports. From cross country to football, I just love being outside and covering your teams. But tonight, I was reminded why I love basketball season just as much. A rivalry game as Lakeland Union is taking on Rhinelander in some girls basketball. Let's jump to the second half. Rhinelander with the inbound play. Anika Johnson sinks the three-pointer. Hodags with a 9-point lead. And now later in the half, some great ball movements going to go to Rebecca Lawrence down in the post. She puts it in. Hodag still up 9, but Lakeland just would not go away, and here they go on the comeback. Juliana Ouimet with the layup here. Going to put the Thunderbirds only down 5. And now a little bit later, Lakeland now leads by 3. And Amaya White takes it to the hole. Going to hit it off the glass. And Lakeland Union comes back and storms and wins 54-45. Now some scores from around the area. Down in Antigo, the Red Robins fall to Mosinee 44-25. And then in Edgar, the Wildcats hosting the Stratford Tigers. They take them down 52-41. Now some boys basketball action. Leona Wabino hosting Akato. First half, Rebels get off to a quick start. We're going to get Clayton Janis here with the three-pointer. Rebels take a 1-point lead. Now Rebels down 1, but this time it's Connor Taylor. You know what? He thinks, hey, I can shoot from back here too, and here he goes. Nothing but net. The Rebels back up 1, but here come the Blue Devils. In transition, we're going to get Logan Allen. He's going to go coast to coast, and then a little kiss off the glass. They take a 1-point lead. Now on the break, again, and this time it's Caden Baxton with the finish. The Blue Devils beat up on the Rebels 63-52, the final. Some more boys scores from around the area. Medford is able to get the win tonight. They beat DC Everest by 10, 73-63. And then down in Wausau, Lakeland Union boys can't get the win like the girls. They fall to the Warriors of Wausau West 59-42. Now, the Packers are in a great spot right now. They're currently 8-3 and have a 3-game advantage in the NFC North. And today, they officially announced a new signing. Packers have signed wide receiver Tavon Austin. Austin was the 8th overall pick in the 2013 NFL Draft. You probably remember him from his days with the Dallas Cowboys, or maybe you remember his high school and college highlight reels. They were unbelievable. The guy just made huge plays, could never be tackled. It was honestly insane. His NFL career, though, hasn't been anything but that. Nothing to write home about. But today on the Pat McAfee Show, quarterback Aaron Rodgers was optimistic about the signing.
The best thing you can do for any player is give him a role that he can embrace. And if we can find a role for Tavon, whether it's returning or doing some fly motion stuff, finding ways to get him the ball in space, I think it'd be a great thing.
To sign Austin, the Packers had to release wide receiver Sterling Shepard. Austin has been in Green Bay for a workout, so he should be through the COVID protocol, but we don't know if he'll suit up on Sunday against the Eagles. And then finally, in the Champions Classic tonight, Stephen Point's native Joey Hauser with another double-double for Michigan State. Spartans go to Cameron Indoor and beat Duke 75-69. Hauser looks pretty good in green and white, in my opinion. Justin?
You might be biased, just saying. I don't know. This week, he's a Michigan State alum. This week, many people are starting to think more about Christmas trees. We'll hear from the owners of one Northwoods Tree Farm about how they are gearing up for the holiday season after the break.
At WJFW, our News Watch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the Northwoods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. NBC News Watch 12, news from where you live.
It's here, Black Friday, every day at Menards. These amazing deals last through December 6th. Give the gift of power and performance with this Masterforce Drill and Impact Driver Kit. Just $119. This 22-foot aluminum multi-position ladder can be positioned in 5 different ways. On sale for $109. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
Sleigh rides through beautiful, scenic wooded trails, a bonfire, hot chocolate, and holiday cheer. Groups of all sizes welcome. Rockin' W Stables and Eagle River.
Hi, my name's Chad. I went and saw a neurologist and had several MRIs, and they found out that I had spinal neuropathy. The neurologist at the hospital decided that the only treatment was medication. I didn't find that acceptable, so I called Spinal Aid to get a free consultation. After working with Spinal Aid, I'm able to walk, I'm able to sleep, I have balance, my overall comfort of life is 100% better.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. The Spinal Aid Center of Wausau can help relieve the symptoms of your neuropathy. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation.
Well, it's now officially December, and with the countdown to Christmas now on, many people are planning their holiday decorating. We showed you some lights earlier in the show. There's also a lot of folks looking to buy Christmas trees. Newswatch 12's Rachel Eiler spoke to folks at One Northwoods Tree Farm today and has more.
I remember when I was 14 years old riding a tree planter, and here this used to be an old cornfield and part of a farm.
Once his childhood playground.
So it was bought, and it's been growing Christmas trees for almost 60 years.
Now his family's legacy. Owner Ed of Steigerwalt Tree Farm selling more than a tree, but memories for families during a year like no other.
What makes us appreciate home and family more than ever. We're seeing a surge of people buying traditional trees, with traditional Wisconsin trees, thankfully, more than ever.
But with the surge comes a difficult decision, to cut or not to cut.
There's probably 1,000 trees right here in this one block that we could take out. But we're always concerned about having a real steady supply year to year.
Much of the harvesting season's already over, and there is this fear of overcutting the trees for the following years to come. But while Wisconsinites are enjoying these Christmas trees right here in the Badger State, others are enjoying them right down south.
We got about 600 on our first truck and sold 440 from Wednesday through Sunday night.
1,000 trees shipped down to Clearwater, Florida, sold there by Ed's daughter Lee, and bringing a little northern cheer for the holidays.
The first thing people say usually when they walk in the tent is, wow, it smells so good. And there are a lot of Midwesterners here too, so I think there's a bit of nostalgia that comes with that.
And that's not the only state you can spot a Wisconsin tree.
They can go all the way in the Dakotas and Iowa, Minnesota, Illinois. Some years we ship trees all the way up to California.
So no matter where you are in the States, you can always be sure to have a little bit of the Northwoods home for the holidays. Reporting from Steigerwalt Farm in Tomahawk, Rachel Eiler, Newswatch 12.
Yeah, well, look what I did this weekend, huh?
Your weekends brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano. We have more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Check them out in the largest showroom in the USA. Buy or trade into a new boat and get out on the water today, and we'll give you the best deal. Guaranteed by at least $500. Get the most out of your weekends with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Featherstone, unmistakably Featherstone, far from ordinary, right at home. You have dreams, make them reality. Featherstone, unmistakably, unmistakably, unmistakably Featherstone.
Jewish values aren't just defined by faith. They're also defined by action. By lifting up those who have been knocked down, we act on our Jewish values. By fighting darkness with light, we reflect our Jewish values. By rekindling what was nearly extinguished, we bring Jewish values to life. For over 100 years, JDC has been a lifeline for the most vulnerable people all over the world. In 70 countries, we bring aid, supplies, and support to those in need. Because we don't just place our faith in a better tomorrow, we build it. That's why the future needs us now. Learn more at jdc.org.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
Hi, I'm Maria Seefeld with Miracle Ear of Marshfield. If you're struggling hearing your favorite news or TV shows, please stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Well, Jeff, looks like it's getting a little chilly out there tonight.
Yeah, and a lot of us want some snow, but it's just not in the forecast anytime soon. If we had snow, it would stick with temperatures like this tonight. We're at 15 in Rhinelander, 21 for Wausau. We'll have low temperatures tonight, down upper single digits to low teens. That's a warm up the car evening for us, right? Lots of clear skies out there right now. There are a few clouds back off to the west. Those will stay there for tonight. Tomorrow, though, a few more clouds, but temperatures are going to reach for 40 tomorrow, and then lots of sunshine Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with highs back in the 30s.
All right, Jeff, we'll just keep an eye on the nothing that's going on there. Lots of sunshine. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for joining us at Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a great night.